regions of the country are perceived based on the outcome of this game. When these two meet, everybody pays attention. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Sooners will boot it away to start the game. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. On first down, here comes this offense. Power football with the run. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. This Red River rivalry has such a history of great finishes, and the Longhorns pulled that one out last year, David.
Yeah, they found a way to get it done. And listen, this rivalry means so much. You think OU, Jesse, has heard a little bit about this over the last year?
Of course they have, David. I think both these teams, because of how last year's game ended, they knew this one was going to be a dogfight. They were prepared to come in here and play 60 minutes plus to try to get the W.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Dropping back, it's Hayden. They're bringing heat. He throws back across his body, and it's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
A great spot to start this drive for the offense. He'll start this drive firing. Throws to the wideout. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
Well, there's no mystery. We're going to get one of our best players involved in the game on the first play of the game. Just throw it up and let him go make magic happen.
They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. The corners are walked up tight. Leaves it with the back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. The Sooners want to crank the tempo.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against this defense.
Headed to the end zone. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Signal goes into the air, and he makes the fair catch at the 10. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drop.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Right back to him on the ground. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll put the tight end in motion. Going to the ground. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. The offense set for a first down play. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. Mental errors like that just kill drives. We'll see if they can overcome it. First down here for the offense. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Texas.
Bunch formation, trying to confuse the secondary. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And they're going to be in a world of hurt if they don't get this thing going forward here on 2nd down from the 13. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Dropping back, it's Hayden. Gets it out quickly. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. And he'll be brought down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Using the quick game. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in and week out, working on those critical down and distances, third downs. And having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
He'll try the left side. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Handoff from the gun. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Got enough for the first. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. On the move. Across the 25. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that. The Longhorns want to pick up the tempo. From the gun, the running back has it. They get him down, but not before he picks up 6 to the 7-yard line. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Trying to bully their way in. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Using his feet, he works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Third down has been right in the wheelhouse for this offense. 2 for 2 on this drive and trying to do it again and score a touchdown. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
He'll ride his man on the option. He'll pitch it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Texas!
Hey, how about this offense. A big situation on 4th and goal, and you trust your running back. You trust your offensive line. You trust the physicality of this unit, and they reward that trust, and they punch it in for 6.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Mississippi State is down, but not out of it. Not with those cowbells ringing inside Davis-Wade Stadium, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to LSU. We are the eyes and ears of a college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. A lot of chapters in this rivalry. They've been in different conferences. They've been in the same conference, and now they're going to the SEC to elevate this feud.
And I feel like it just takes rivalry games in the SEC to a whole new level, right? When you think about Texas and Oklahoma, you think about past Heisman Trophy winners and national championships. And now, David, you're adding that to Florida, Georgia, Alabama, LSU. It's just an entirely different level now.
And it's just fun to watch rivalries in college football. And we've lost a lot of them with expansion. This one we get to keep. I love that they're both going to the SEC. They're going to play each other a bunch. We're going to still have this Red River rivalry that gets so many people excited. It's an unbelievable event. We've been there for game day a bunch. It is absolutely...
He's got it on the right. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Give to the running back. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. The give to the back. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the 1st down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. And the Sooners looking to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got his man. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there because he didn't have the 1st down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy miss. And with his athleticism and skill, he's able to do that. And as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Now they'll run it to the right here. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. Now on the move. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan. And the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand. And more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a 4th quarter game.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. And the defense got him at the 27. The Sooners will hustle to the line. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown Sooner! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the returner will be dragged down. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They'll run the off-tackle play here. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Looking to pass. It's Hayden. Moves away as he feels pressure. He'll get rid of it. He's open on the right. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They'll throw it on 1st down. Trying to burn this defensive back. Oh, he's playing with fire, and he's picked off. Taking it the other way. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. As always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him, so I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Kingsbury. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down. The Sooners are threatening in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Tight ends are supposed to be the quarterback's security blanket, especially down here in the red zone. And that time, he just dropped it.
Wants to fire on second down. Makes the catch. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there.
And I like the throw. I like him understanding I'm getting man coverage. The sideline is my friend. I can't miss inside where that guy's chasing him. Throws it right on the corner route. Great job. Get a nice positive gain.
And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2. And the Sooners want to move quickly. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Huge play in the red zone. 3rd and goal coming up. Slams ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. Now on the option. Now the toss. He gets into the end zone for the 2, and that is big. It's now a 3-possession game. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Line gets set, 1st down. Leaves it with the running back. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big 1st down.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackle's doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
Fast motion from the offense. Quarterback keeper. Makes it past the marker. He's off to the races. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. Quarterback keeps it. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorns! Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower. And we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Nice job playing assignment football by that defensive end. Knowing what my job is, not letting that quarterback get out, get loose, making a good play, and most importantly, being there in the right spot and getting him on the ground.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Weeks. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all offseason long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
And Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
The Sooners are flying down the field. To the air on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Kingsbury. Oh, the speed, the acceleration, the elusiveness, and he's down to the 43.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. A great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. The lone back's got it. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice game to pick up the first down. Got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run it well.
The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot after taking that hit.
Line getting set on 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. He'll set up to throw. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Well, on 3rd and short in field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
They're a perfect 2 for 2 on 4th down. They'll go for the hat trick. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catch in the middle, it's Weeks. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down, they were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job job being in position to make that play, and now their offense is coming on the field.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
They want to run this quarterback. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Snap it to the back. Oh, look out! Inside the 30. And they'll move the chains with the first down, but that might be it for the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. The score, Oklahoma 24, Texas 14.
That's the way you get things going. A huge play and now attacking from just inside the red zone. On the move. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Longhorns will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. This is a design run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now it's 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Quarterback will keep it. Touchdown, Texas! And they take it in for 6 more points. That big score makes the end of this game very interesting.
No doubt the offense got what they needed. More work to do, but you had to get this part accomplished first.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Sooner offense returns to the field. They'll give it to the back. Shakes off the tackler. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
All right, so I know the defense is going to be aggressive, right? They got their stop. They forced a 3rd down. How aggressive does the offense want to be in response? Because if I throw the football, get a 1st down, I can run this clock almost out. This defense has to make a choice, but this offense, how aggressive do you want to be?
And the Sooners pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Defense in press coverage. He's moving out of the pocket. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers.
Great job by the DB seeing where the ball's going and breaking it. I know that sounds stupid, but of course he's supposed to do that. A lot of times the angles you take are sometimes compromised and leaves you giving up big plays. Nice job going straight to the football and swatting it on the ground.
Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
And this defense has got to make a play, right? It's the fourth quarter. We're trailing. You know this offense, they're going to get concerned and they want to eat that clock. You've got to bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to make plays. Got to get that football back.
They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Getting late, pressure building, huge 3rd down coming up on the road for this offense. They want to throw it. Quickly complete. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the 1st down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
Wide receiver shows motion. The Sooners have a 1st down.
And a lot of times when you're in your own territory and it's 4th and 1, you see the offense try to draw people off sides. No, sir. They said, we're going to get this thing. We need 1 yard. We got 1 yard. We worked on it all week. They were successful. Nice aggressiveness early in their own territory.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. 1st down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and force a tackle for a loss.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Sooners are in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
And the Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. He breaks a tackle. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
This drive started about the time Walter Camp invented football, but the defense can finally get a stop on 3rd and long. Quickly complete. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. This rivalry is always full of passion. It brings out the best in both teams, but today, Oklahoma a little bit better, David.
Yeah, it's hard to handle all the hype of the Red River rivalry. And Oklahoma did an unbelievable job coming out the gates, handling it, putting hook'em horns where they belong, behind OU.
Yeah, you know, and this is a game that not just these players, but I think fans of college football in general circle at the start of the year every single season. The Red River rivalry is just special because of the tradition and history these two schools bring, but it's all about Oklahoma today. Boomer, Sooner, and bragging rights for another whole year.
To the victor, the spoils. And the spoils in this one, the golden hat, and Oklahoma will be wearing it. That's it for the latest edition of the Red River Rivalry. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and our entire team, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye and so long. That'll do it for this edition of EA Sports College Football.